about to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
And here we have the Dethleffs Esprit integrated 7150 with the double bed. This is based on the Fiat chassis, the Ducato, and this is personally one of my favourites. We've got the Dethleffs name above, the huge A-class window, and we've got a black front, and this one has got the gold decals, although I believe you can get it in the gold or the silver. So what do we get? Well, we get alloy wheels. We have 7.6 metres in length, 3 metres in height, and just over 2.3 metres in width. The cab up ahead, we have the sliding windows. This one's obviously a European version with us being in Germany. We've got the door here on the off side, and we can see we've got the vents for the fridge and freezer and the electric point. Up above, this one has the full length two-lay roll-out canopy awning, and we've got access under the double bed into the garage. Good sized door, although slightly lower because the bed is lower on this model, but loads of room here in the garage. We've got our toilet cassette point here as well on the off side, so if you sat out you are going to have to empty that out into your awning where you're sat. At the back of the motorhome, absolutely stunning. We've got a rear view camera up here. Bicycle rack is fitted to this one. We've got some funky LED rear lights and this huge gold back end, absolutely fantastic. Down the near side, which I can't get down to fully, several windows and further entry into the garage. So that's the outside. This is an absolutely stunning A-class motorhome. We'll venture inside and find out here what we're getting for the money. Just out of interest, this motorhome does start at €95,500, but the one I'm looking at has optional extras taking it up to €110,000. So that's about £100,000. We've got a really good sized door going in. So we'll step in. We've got a window here so we can see out to see who stood outside. And we've also got the handle to help us in. Always useful when you've got a bad back. As we go in, we'll look to the right hand side. We see here the cab. This one's got a manual gearbox, although there is always options to have that in automatic, and also upgrade the brake horsepower of the Fiat engine. We've got leather upholstery, 2 good sized captain's chairs here, and above we have the wind down bed as well. In this lounge we have a wraparound sofa on the near side, the fixed table, and over here a small chair for one person to sit on. So a lovely lounge area, lots of lights, drop down lights that we can see, lots of cupboard space, and a couple of good sized sunroofs as well to let lots of sun in. This one's also got a Truma air conditioning unit fitted, which is invaluable in Europe, I have discovered. So what do we get on the off side? Well, we start with storage above, and then above here we have the fantastic retro Dethleffs dials, and they'll give you an idea of your battery level, your water tank level for the onboard water, the various outputs, temperatures, the time, and you also get there the Aldi wet central heating control. The good thing about this motorhome is you do get the Aldi system. We've then got a couple of shelves for bits there and space for the television. Under there's a little bit of storage and some light switches. Over on the near side, the all-important kitchen, and this is a very nice kitchen. It's got a lovely acrylic splashback, it's well illuminated. We've got plenty of gas burners here, good sized circular sink, and underneath lots of pull-out drawers and cupboards. We'll have a quick look in these. This one slides out very nicely and has probably what's meant to be bins there, I'd imagine, for separating waste and recycling. Nice soft close. And this one is a lovely cutlery drawer, very well laid out. They do feel very nice quality to these. And there we go, we'll close that up, and underneath we can see we've got our rings here. Gas burners, again, European specification, they do like gas. So there we are. That's the kitchen area, and then we come back into the bedroom and the centre washroom and shower. I really like the design of this. We'll look at the shower first, which is going to be on the near side of the motorhome. And as we come in, don't know how well it'll show, but this is where the shower cubicle is. And during the day, it slides back, so you actually get this as floor space, so you don't lose the floor to the shower, which is quite innovative. When you do want to shower, you pull the screen back this way and it'll expose the shower. I don't know how well that shows, unfortunately, but you pull it round you. You then use this part to stand in that was originally the floor. It now becomes a shower. We've got a wet central heating radiator, the shower, and also somewhere to hang the towels. And then when you're finished, you slide it back, and there we go. One thing you want to bear in mind is obviously this floor, you probably want to take this bit out so it doesn't get wet. We'll have a quick look at the other side at the washroom that I mentioned. The door opens all the way across, as we can see here. It's a huge door, so you can't see the living space at all, which I do like. We then have a massive mirror behind the door for getting changed, as we can see there, and it opens this up into a fantastic space. We've got mirrors all up here on cabinets, there's some shelving, there's toothbrush holders, good sized sink and tap, a little bit more storage, and then an easily accessible Thetford toilet and flush. That is really well thought out, really like that. We'll close that again. To separate the bedroom, you can either put that door across like that if there's just two of you, or if you're 4 people, there's a separate blind here which will come across. Don't know if you can see it, this here. That'll come across and fasten on the other side and separate the space from the bathroom if you've got guests. So let's take a look at this fantastic bedroom. We've got here the huge island bed, a bit of storage underneath. Because the garage is lower, this does not impede into the living space, and so the bed is easier to get on if you have mobility issues. There is a step up here, so we step up and then we climb onto the bed here. We've got a wardrobe space. My only thing I would point out with the wardrobe is we do have some intrusion here. You see where the air vents are. So if you're quite short, reaching over into your wardrobe may be an issue. You are probably going to have to climb onto that box. We've then got 3 lockers ahead, and on this side we've got another one of these beautiful windows where we've got nets, curtains and blinds, and it's the same here as well. As you can see, you're going to have to manoeuvre that to get into your wardrobe, and that would be my only concern with using it. If we step up now, so I've stepped up as if I'm going to get into the bed, open the wardrobe, which some fairly good space, but right now for me to reach in there, I'm not going to reach. So I'm going to have to climb further up, but there we go. So we'll head back now just up front so we can see the cab again, and here we have that kitchen, good size lounge. Floor space is fairly good. It's impeded slightly with the washroom to my right, but they have to make compromises everywhere. Excellent size fridge and freezer. It's a Dometic appliance here. There's a, for the European market, we see there's an oven up here. This is actually the oven above. And then we have the freezer compartment and a big tower fridge. Absolutely huge. Plenty of room there for at least a week's shopping, I would envisage. So there we are. That's the Esprit. We'll just go out and have a look at those important facts and figures. As I said, we can see here on the diagram, that's our model, the 88. That's the layout of the motorhome. And there are the prices. 95.5, but this one's got several extras, which takes it up to 110. And in terms of weight, it has got a mass of 3.46 tons. However, this one will take you all the way to 4,500 kilos or 4.5 tons with a fantastic payload of just over 1 ton. So you will need a C1 license to drive this motorhome. There we go. That is the Dethleffs Esprit 88, which I'm sure you'll agree is an absolutely fantastic looking A-Class motorhome.